My who got answered, my why got answered, and my how got answered. So just for me to answer the when.
It was in January of last year that the Lord started to speak to us about starting a house church. And we are kind of on the younger side, and it took a little bit of convincing, but we really didn't know what we didn't know. So I would say, for me, one of the most impactful things about this school was that they went over so many details about what ministry could look like, and encouraging us that even though sometimes it may be difficult, Jesus is with you, and He is the why. And I loved that it was shared over and over and over again that ministry is beautiful and worthwhile, but it all has to come back to Jesus.
I'm a strategic planning consultant and a personal coach. I've pastored several churches. We served as missionaries in Europe. My wife Jean is here. Wave, dear. She doesn't know any of you either. We both took the classes. While I was working with Dove, I saw this brochure in the lobby, and I picked it up. At least it looked like that one. And I said to my wife, I said, let's just do this. We'll both soon be 73, and I don't ever want to get too old to learn. And I must tell you, dear friends, I did learn. I have 2 seminary degrees. And I mentioned to Brian, and I've told Doug, there's some great stuff in here that I never heard in either of my seminary degrees. Folks, you don't have to be in line to pastor a church. Take these classes. There's some great material there.
So I did have a little bit of previous Bible training at 1 or 2 other places before coming here, which was really good head knowledge, really good technical skills on how to open the Bible. But what I experienced here was different. It was Spirit-empowered, kingdom-minded training for men and women. So for me, I got the idea from the Lord to start a kingdom-minded prayer group called Paradise Prayer Fellowship, and that's what I did for one of my assignments.
I'm a middle school teacher, and when COVID hit, one of the things that I felt was super necessary for my school was just to have prayer in the school. And I started getting a group of teachers together to just pray over our school for peace and to let the anxiety go. And that's continued for the past couple of years. So it was so cool to take some of these teachings about like ministry and church building, but to actually implement them into my classroom.
She's a pastor in the middle school. And the time that we had that teaching about the prayer, the very next week, I saw her implement that whole written out prayer. And I was like, yes, she's doing it. So the school is an awesome place to be equipped for the marketplace. Because, yes, we want leaders in our churches, but not just because we want leaders in our churches. The whole purpose is to reach out in our communities. And we can't all be pastors on a Sunday morning, right? But we all have people that we are connected with outside of church that need to hear Jesus and need to know about Jesus. And this school is a really great place to be equipped and prepared for that job.
It's really helped me in my marriage and being a father as well, to think about how I lead in my family and how I treat my wife.
I'm very knowledgeable, but I had no tools, and I had no tool belt. And I came here, I was voluntold to start a house church with that annoying girl over there. And I became an elder and no skills. And I came here humble. I really love to learn, and I learned so much.
I now have 9 more leaders that I need to figure out what to do with.
And that's the cool thing is like, we get to learn things, and then they're like, okay, go do it.
So as you guys can see, the school is both an investment and a sacrifice. But it's worth it, right? Every student in here, I bet you would tell you it was worth it. So,
amen. Thanks so much for your thank you. It's encouraging to see everybody changing. And the beauty of this partnership between Dove and Hopewell has just been just a signature for the expression of the kingdom. It's the kingdom that we're all about.